wall with pine trees, because I'm going to cut down about 30 pine trees. I can build you a real retaining wall out of pine trees. It'd be perfect. Come on.
You gotta look at it first. Don't get excited.
Yellow pine, there's nothing it can do with it. It's, you know, other than mill it and use it for decorative wood, but
All right, it looks like we're at 7 o'clock. We good to go?
yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to Planning Board meeting. Please note, this meeting is being made available to the public through an audio recording, which will be used to ensure an accurate record of proceedings produced in the minutes of the meeting. All comments made in open session will be recorded. PAC TV is providing service live on Comcast Xfinity Government Access Channel 9. Those without cable, visit YouTube for live streaming. Okay, our first item on the agenda tonight is public hearing, 2501, public hearing for application for weather vane of the Pembroke Country Club LLC of 190 Old Derby Street, Suite 311, Hingham, Massachusetts, 02043, for approval of definitive subdivision plan entitled Weather Vane at Pembroke Country Club. The proposed subdivision is located at 94 West Elm Street, in Pembroke, and consists of 177 new single-family homes on approximately 244 acres. This property is residentially A zoning district and is shown on Assessor's Map B11, Lot 33. This is to be immediately continued to a future date with no discussion or testimony at this time, apart from the vote to extend the decision deadline.
All right.
I'd like to make a motion to continue this to our next meeting, November 24th.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 So moved. Okay, so that is continued to the November 22nd meeting. Okay. What was that?
November 24th.
24th, sorry. I guess I have the 22nd.
On that filing, have they eliminated the wastewater treatment facility on that?
We can't have any discussion about it.
Oh, we can't even discuss it, all right.
They need to submit a new application.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Up next, site plan 6-25, continued from September 8th on the application of Palmer Management Corporation, 13 Elm Street, Suite 200, Cohasset, Massachusetts. Requested site plan approval under zoning bylaws of the town of Pembroke, section V.7, site plan approval. The applicant proposes to construct 6 battery energy storage units, 2 transformers, and 4 new utility poles. The property is shown on Pembroke Assessor's parcel D15-67-1 and approximately 376,765 square feet in size, previously developed as a commercial building serving as both a charity function hall associated with the Knights of Columbus and an office associated with South Shore Realtor. The property lies in both the residential A and business B zoning districts. The proposed project being entirely within the residential A. The property is located at 48, I always say that wrong. Scoosett Street, Pembroke, Mass. All right, who do we have here?
Yes, for the record, James Garfield. I'm a registered engineer with Morse Engineering. Here tonight representing the applicant being Palmer Management Corporation. I'm also accompanied by members of Palmer here tonight. If we have any technical questions, they can be of assistance. I presented this project to the board at the last public hearing, and since that hearing, we have revised our site plan as well as responded to all of the peer review comments. Additionally, the board requested that we provide a photo of the battery storage units. We've provided that. It was requested that we provide a photo of the existing vegetated buffer between the project area and the adjacent residential properties. So we have also provided that. In addition, We've also proposed some mitigation plantings, being 10 arborvitae green giants, just as an added visual buffer for said residential abutter. So we believe that with that, we've satisfied the comments we've received up to this point, and I'll turn it back to the board for any further questions.
I don't,
Anybody have questions at the moment?
so, Deb's not here. Comment addressed. I'm just want to make sure there's nothing, was there anything outstanding on this?
No.
Okay,
No. Anything that you questioned was added to the conditions.
okay. I don't have anything.
I have a question on the location, oh, here it is, of the arborvitae
Sure.
and the neighboring properties.
I do have that listed as a condition as well.
Because in our solar bylaw, it does say that there is a strict about vegetation buffer, right? I'm trying to remember what
Yeah.
exactly the wording is.
And I know, I mean, are you referencing like the vegetative buffer between our project and abutting properties?
Correct, so that I don't
Sure.
feel that neighbors should have to look at storage containers.
Certainly. And I mean, we do have over 150 feet of natural buffer here. It's actually 168.9.
But most of it in another month will have no leaves and no
Correct.
foliage.
And that's why we provided these additional plantings to act as a visual buffer. And if you look, the location we've put them, it's these darker green trees here and here. If you were to stand in the back of this lot, these were the abutters who raised the concerns at the last hearing. If you were to stand on this property and look directly at the project, you know, these arborvitaes are within, you know, the, I guess, direction you would be looking towards the project area.
So even in the pictures with no foliage towards the back here?
Yep.
Is the abutter's house even visible in these?
In the photos, it's very difficult to see. When you stand out on the property through the brush, you can see the building.
Okay.
I went by there and went, you can see their houses. It's hard to see in the picture though.
Is it, okay.
Because I guess my concern is, like, I know we've kind of, you're putting those 10 and it kind of shows like you're, for those two people that were here for the last meeting, but not for the other neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, I will note that the other neighbors' houses are considerably further away. So I think that, you know, there's a case to be made that that's why we're providing just the vegetated buffer for the closest house.
Is it possible that I can ask a question?
We'll open it up to public comment in just a minute, I'm sorry. On the parking lot side, what is just a chain link fence or
On which side?
on the parking lot side of the structure? So the right side?
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah, so this entire gravel area is going to be completely enclosed with a chain link fence.
Any screening on that fence or just the chain link fence to look at the storage containers?
From the parking lot, just the chain link fence.
Any other questions on the board at the moment or comments?
No, not me. No, that's kind of straightforward. I mean, if you wanted to have greater screening with the chain link fence, you could use, the plastic material used for retaining erosion, add it to the fence construction. But
Yeah, but I think they're within the bylaw, I think it, even with the bylaw, I don't think, they're adding the screening, and I'm comfortable with that.
yeah, I am as well.
Okay, any other questions on the board? All right, I guess let's open it up for public comment and questions. So if you'd like to, opening it up, feel free to step up to the microphone, tell us who you are and where you live, and
Certainly.
feel free to address all questions to the board, and then
No.
we'll make sure to get those answered.
I apologize, I wasn't here at the last meeting, I just somehow didn't realize this was taking place. My name is Howard Skloot. I am the owner of a commercial property that's abutting to this, 64 Scoosett Street, South Shore Therapies.
To the, on this, to the left or the right?
I believe it's going to be right here, 64 Scoosett.
Okay.
So I, just from hearing comments, I guess that you had spoken to the fire department about fire buffers, things of that nature. I was wondering if there are any studies done, being that we deal with a large number of autistic population, whether or not there's any kind of sound or anything that comes from these battery systems. I know that in one of our other facilities, we had a geese problem, and they have those little noise machines that you can't hear, but the autistic children heard them, and we're going crazy. So I just don't know if anybody's ever looked into that. Is there any concern that I should have with my clientele?
The only thing I could think of would be the frequency of the power coming on the lines itself, you know. I mean, we didn't get into discussing the size and the amount of power and the frequency of the power, but.
Do you guys have any knowledge of that, if you'd like to come forward and, about any sound or frequency issues?
Okay, I'm Lindsay Dean Mayer, and I'm with Palmer, the applicant. The sound is going to be like similar to what you're going to have at like a commercial HVAC system. So you're going to have kind of fan noise, but the distance between you and the project is pretty far, but we will have to comply with Mass DEP sound policy, as everything in the state does.
So there's active fans inside of these battery enclosures?
Yeah, so there's fans that can be used for like part of the cooling system. And then it's the electricity coming and leaving is similar to all of the electricity on the grid.
Do you know what type of fans they're?
It's going to be the same type of electricity coming into the buildings, the houses, things like that. Arnab, do you want to speak to that?
Because that bearings that fail in some types of fans can be quite loud.
Right.
Hello, I'm Arnav from Palmer Capital, the applicant. The electricity will be at the similar frequency that we have been looking in the area to the buildings, 60 hertz, everything. No difference in the type of electricity.
Okay.
I think there's probably more noise out of 139 than there
Oh,
is.
for sure.
Mm.
But
It's not the question of the noise, but the frequency.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's off
It's
of,
like the dog whistle that we can't hear, but the dog
Right.
responds.
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, do they have issues with the phone line, the power lines that are there?
Not the current power lines that are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a novice, don't understand any of this stuff per se, but, I mean, the large transmission lines, that people don't want to have houses underneath it, whatever, there's questions to that. Is this anything similar to that, of storing electricity in these things, transmitting it back and forth?
No, the transmission, the voltage is quite high for such transmission which you are talking about. This is 13.2 kilovolts. It's the similar lines which are already running along the road. So it doesn't make a lot of sound.
Any of the transformers or anything that are on the part, that are going to be part of it, will they make any additional noise or humming or any kind of frequency noise?
It will be like the humming and all the sounds will be taken care of according to Mass DEP, and there is already the transformer on the location. It will be about similar, making the sound about similar to that of what's already been there. So,
Did you have any other questions?
My only other question was, again, going to the fire, is there a fire system involved in it if a fire would take place?
Lindsay again. So there's two portions of this permitting process. So this is part one, and then we're also going to be working with the fire department directly, working on code compliance and making sure that they have all the paperwork and all the training that they need to respond to any issues. The battery system is designed to kind of like put itself out in a worst case scenario. But we would be working with the fire department to make sure that they have, again, all the code compliance information they have, all the information they need to know how to respond in a worst case scenario. And I believe someone from the fire department was here at the last hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, they signed off on it today. They were fine with it. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
The only thing I could think of is active cooling system, they've got to have some level of maintenance for fans and fan failure, but, yeah,
Yeah, but
someone's going to complain.
you can't
I'm
review their
sure they're
lambs
going
and their
to
maintenance
maintain
facility.
their business because
That's what I'm
otherwise it'll burn down.
We did mention, just a quick note to that effect, we did mention at the last hearing, these will be monitored 24/7 and will be serviced, I believe, Lindsay, what do you say, twice a year?
Yeah, once or twice a year. There'll be people monitoring them all the time to make sure that if there was anything that's, like, the sensor isn't reacting correctly, that we can send somebody out or turn it off, react.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope.
One more, are there prototypes of this already in use?
Yeah.
Yes.
Speak to that better.
Yes, and there's operating battery projects of a similar scale already in Massachusetts as well.
Okay. I think we've answered all those questions. Were there anything that Deb has left open on for response? Or is it, I didn't see everything.
No, she just had a few things that she wanted added as conditions. So number 14 was added.
So this whole list of conditions as shown?
Mhm.
And then number 12, that's the one about the above
Next question. Does it have to be white? Can there, are there other color choices, or?
I think we talked about this, possibly industrial gray. That was,
I'm just wondering if
They're
that-
pretty standard offerings,
Okay.
not custom color.
It's only going to be wet for about 6 weeks.
Okay, so do we have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so the public hearing is now closed. Okay, so we have a bunch of conditions here.
So, I think, do you want me to make a motion to approve the project with the, well, with the draft conditions as presented?
I think we just might need to put a couple of them on the record, just to, I'm just making sure. Or not, I don't know.
I know you go over the waivers.
Right, we should
And
go
then
over the waivers.
Yeah, then maybe 12 and 14.
Mm-hmm. 13. So for some of the conditions, we've added a row of abrevieties planting along the boundary between the project area and the property at 51 Shipyard Lane for a visual buffer. Number 13, you've asked for waivers from the planning board. Those waivers are landscape plan, development impact study, photometric plan, and traffic impact study, since none of those are really relevant. And
All right. So do I forget, do we approve the waivers first, or do we approve
The waivers, then.
approve the project?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the summary of requested waivers. Section 4.7 and 5.1 landscape plan, section 4.15 and 6.0 development impact statement, section 4.21 photometric plan, and section 4.22, 6.7 and 6.8 traffic impact study.
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so those waivers are, so do I have a motion to accept with the draft conditions as presented?
I'll make a motion that we approve site plan 6-25, application of Palmer Management Corporation, site plan approval under the zoning bylaws of Town of Pembroke.
That's.
Oh, with the conditions
conditions.
as presented.
Second, that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Did you want some of them read out, some of the conditions, or was that just the waivers?
We did the waivers and then the additional,
Okay,
The rest of the conditions are pretty standard.
they're pretty standard.
okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, granted.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Good luck. Okay, what else do we have on tonight's agenda? All right, for administrative matters, we have our minutes from the,
No minutes.
no minutes?
Oh, next time.
Okay, we have no minutes. Any other we have upcoming meetings, the October 6th, 21st, and 27th. Oh, I'm sorry, the 21st is the town meeting.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
So do I have a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second? Anyone?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.
20 minutes, not bad.